We have, is it 6th congressional candidate, Jay Kinzler? Jay, welcome to the show.
Yes, hi.
Hey,
Yeah, hi.
Jay.
Thank you, John and Charles, and
Julie.
who's that, Cindy?
No,
Julie.
Yeah,
This is
Cho.
Julie.
Oh, Julie, I love you, Julie. Thank you for all your help during the campaign.
Well, thank you.
So,
And thanks for having me on the show. Yes, my name's Dr. Gordon J. Kinzler. I'm the Republican candidate for Congressional District 6. I'm not your typical career politician because I have a day job. I work over at Elmhurst Hospital. I'm a surgeon there. And I also do kidney transplants over at Christ Hospital. So although I'm not an infectious disease expert, I talk with our infectious disease team pretty much every day, particularly as you guys know, big is the coronavirus and
Right.
what we need to do to prevent it and to try to keep
So what are they saying, Jay? What are the infectious people? Because, you see a lot that's going on that, everybody has their own opinion, but what are the facts?
Right. Okay. So here are the facts. The coronavirus is basically like a cold-type virus. It did come from a bat, so we don't have a lot of natural immunity to it as a human like we do with a lot of the other cold viruses because it's a little bit different. But what we're already seeing, it's acting like many of the other coronaviruses, which are the flu virus, where you get what's called a waxing and waning. And we're already seeing in China where the wax has already happened and the wane on a bell-shaped curve is starting to come down. Now, we look at viruses basically with mortality rate. The mortality rate is simply the number of people who've perished from the disease versus the number of people that have it.
Right.
So, for instance, one of the most dangerous viruses that we've been faced with lately was the Ebola virus, and that had a mortality rate of anywhere from 25 to 75%. We had MERS, which came from the Middle East, SARS, which came from southern China. Those had mortality rates that ranged anywhere from 10 to 30%.
Wow.
What we're seeing with the coronavirus in the United States, and that's where most of our listeners are particularly interested, is probably 4%, and it's now heading down to 1%. In my prediction, and many of my colleagues feel, that it will become even a lower number. Because remember, it's the number of deaths versus how many people have it. Well, in the
Correct.
United States, as of a couple days ago, there were, approximately 5,000 cases. I think President Trump said this morning at his news conference that maybe there's been 4,950 deaths. So that puts it at 1%. The big thing is, guys, is there's a lot of more people that probably have been exposed to it but haven't been diagnosed. And as we do more diagnosing, the number of people that have it may go up, but when the number of deaths stays low, the mortality rate's going to go down.
Right.
So to give you an example, the common flu this year has a mortality rate of about 0.1%. Okay. So like the coronavirus, the COVID-19 is probably going to be about 1% pretty soon. As more people are diagnosed that have very mild cases or don't even have symptoms, that N is going to go up, and that mortality rate's going to start heading down towards even the flu,
Right.
which at that point I think people will be able to take a little breath and a little sigh of relief. Now, it's not to say we don't
Jay.
have to take...
Hey,
Yeah,
Jay.
go ahead.
Hey, look, we got about a minute left. This is what I want to do for you. I want to give you a minute to pitch your speech why the voters of the 6th District should choose you, and if you've got a website, anything like that, for people to reach you for these last couple of days.
Thank you. As I said, I'm not a career politician. Basically, I take care of people for my livelihood, for my life. It's what I'm dedicated to. I'm a unifier, not a divider. I think right now we need people in Congress that bring people together from both sides of the aisle to take care of what, could be a crisis if we don't handle it properly. Also, in the medical side of things, I think we need, God bless the lawyers that are in Congress, and my brother's a lawyer and I love him dearly. But I think we need a few physicians as well that have a real inherent understanding of things like the coronavirus, like what's good with our medical system and what we need to improve on. So that's what sets me apart from, I think, my other
Website?
rivals. Website is www.kinzlerforcongress.org, and I really appreciate your opportunity to talk. And people can email me if they have specific questions about the coronavirus, and
All right.
I'd be happy to help.
There you have it. Jay Kinzler, candidate for the 6th Congressional District. Thanks so much for joining us, Jay.
Thank you.
We're headed to break.